What's going on, guys? DSi Features here with Weekly Review, and today we're going to be unboxing the newest DS game to come out, Solatorobo Red the Hunter. Now, this game came out last year, last October in Japan, and America is just now getting it, so it's pretty epic, actually, from what I've heard. It's an action RPG game, kind of falls between, like a cross between Star Fox, Final Fantasy, and Robo Arena. If you've ever heard of any of those games, I'm pretty sure most of my subscribers who are on here know exactly those three games. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and open it. Okay, so let's get this sucker open now. So, now this game comes with, as you can see, an exclusive soundtrack, the original soundtrack from Japan, and they packaged this well because I can't even get into it. There we go. Oops. There we go. So it's now out of the wrapping, and before I open it, I want to go ahead and actually mention that the text and everything on here is lifted, so it makes it have like that bumpy type feeling, so it's kind of like a collector's box, but it's very nice artwork. Here you have Red, and you have a couple of the other characters as well as some other mechs, including the mech that you use in the game. So now let's go ahead and open her up. Let's take a look at what we get. If it wants to come out. So that is right there. Here we have the actual soundtrack for Solatorobo Red the Hunter. Now this is, like I said before, this is the straight from Japan. This is not a American-made soundtrack. This is straight from the Japan one, which Japan also got, and they also got a special edition of the game too. So here's the case, exactly the same. So now we'll go ahead and open it up. There's the game disc right there, Solatorobo Red the Hunter. There we have Red on the front cover. Let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. And knowing XSeed, they kind of have a thing for either doing color or black and white, and this one is also in color. So, very nice. It even tells about all the characters that you have. You have Red Savarin, you have Chocolate Gelato, Ilim Mizli, then you have Dahak, who's your mech in the game. So if you're also a fan of, I cannot remember the series that also this takes after, because it's another series that Namco made, because this is a game made by Namco, and it was also published in Europe by Nintendo, but because Nintendo did not want to publish it, XSeed went ahead and decided to publish it as their next game for the Nintendo DS lineup. But there is another game that is reminiscent to this in a series. I think it was the Tail Concerto series. Don't get me wrong if I said that wrong, but it's going to be an interesting game because it's got a lot of quests that you can go through. It's got 70 different quests you can go through and about 20 hours worth of gameplay. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some gameplay of Solatorobo Red the Hunter. Okay, so guys, here's a little preview of the game, showing off a couple things that you can do. You can actually go off on quests to be able to earn yourself some extra money to be able to get new parts for your mech, and as well as other features. But one of the features that I think that really makes this awesome is the customization of your robo, because we'll just go ahead and show it off and basically how to do that. Force free, be able to move your controls. I'll go ahead and explain that. Moving the D-pad. You can also do this with the analog stick, which actually feels amazing with the analog stick. I actually am really surprised that they couldn't have just made this a 3DS game, because it would have done just as good. it would have been amazing, I think, in 3D. But anyway, using the D-pad to move up and down, left or right. You can use B to jump, Y to be able to jump off, and be able to just use red instead. And he'll run off, or you can jump back onto him. Using the A button to use your attacks, and then X to be able to open up your menu, where you have your customizing, what next to do on your quests, check quests, and then help. And then you have your actual stats for your mech, which you have 0, like right now I have 0 attack, 0 defense, 1 hydraulic, no mobility, and 0% for revive. And red is at a hunter rank right now, so let's go ahead and show off some customization. Of course, I haven't gotten that far in the game just yet, but basically, after defeating one of the quests that you go on, you will earn sometimes parts for your mech to be able to increase its mobility, its hydraulics, or its attack power. So basically, you will go to the menu, and you'll see this little screen pop up. Now, all of these spots you can fill in, but you have to gain crystal parts to be able to unlock those doors to be able to make it so you can have more customization. So we'll go ahead and choose one of these 4 slots, and I guess we'll just choose that one for the hydraulics. So we'll place the hydraulics in. There we go. And now we have some more hydraulics. So now let's go ahead and take a look out of this place. And this is actually a pretty big game from what I'm seeing. It probably doesn't look amazing to some people, but I mean, you don't see that many RPGs on the DS do extremely well. There aren't a lot of them, which is really sad, because I know that this game is going to end up in a bargain bin, which is really sad because this is a beautiful game. Now, I know that the way I'm showing on the camera, it looks all blurry and everything, but really and truly, the game looks amazing. And it uses a lot of video features built in, which there is no loading times either. And the graphics look just beautiful on this for a DS game. They really look beautiful. And I mean, you can do lots of stuff. I haven't, like I said, this is just beginning on the game, so I'm going to have a lot more to talk about when I actually do a review of the game later in the future. So, guys, this was my gameplay and unboxing of Solatorobo Red the Hunter for the Nintendo DS. So guys, take care, later.